Hello, this is teddygaming. Welcome back to another video. So last night, Paramount just gave us a brand new look of a brand new TMNT show, and to say the very least, it does look a lot better and really interesting. And there was quite a little few things in there which I do think people might have missed, but also at the same time, I do feel like this whole trailer does give us a lot of stuff in terms of story and a plot, which again I do think that people might have missed. So yeah, let's get into this one. Let's go. Okay, so for the first bit, we do get to see Mikey. He's going through the park and talking to this person, and he's going over all the character traits which Toads have. Now, this character is called Rod, and he's going to be played by Pete Davidson, who you might know from Saturday Night Live, but he's also been doing some acting stuff lately. You might have seen him most recently in the Transformers Rise of the Beast movie and stuff like that. And this person, he's called Rod, and this person, he's described as a lazy rich kid who wants to become a mutant and stuff like that. And to be honest, I think that this character could be quite cool and interesting and really fun. I got to think that his character could be a fan favorite just because, well, he does seem like the kind of character that would have a lot of funny parts. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So in the section which Mikey is talking about Raph, we do get to see him in this storage type container area, and we do get to see him going up against three guys. Now these three guys are actually part of the Pearl Dragon gang, and this is also confirmed by the toys where we do get to see Raph. He's stolen their bike, and must admit that's pretty cool, and he's going to be driving around on the Pearl Dragon gang bike, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, I am sort of wondering, because one of the showrunners for the show was part of the 2003 show, so I am somewhat hoping and wondering if we will be seeing this version of Hun, which I really am hoping, because I feel like it would be pretty interesting to see Hun go up against these versions of Turtles, but I feel like that's a bit wishful thinking. But yeah, moving on. In the Donnie section of the trailer, we do get to see the Turtles all dressed up in a variety of different clothes. Now, for the most part, these clothes aren't really that important, but we do take a look at Leo. He's wearing this samurai type of armor. Now, back in the 80s and 90s, they made so many Toy toys. Now, one of the Toy toys which didn't make was a Samurai Leonardo, and he's wearing the exact same clothes as this version, and I must admit that's pretty cool. And I am somewhat hoping and wondering if we will be able to see the Toys in a lot more different clothes, more or less resembling the 80s and 90s Toy toys. But again, I feel like that might be a bit more wishful thinking, but either way, it's pretty cool to see Leonardo here like this. So in the next bit, we do get to see the Turtles. They're in parts a few shipping containers. Now, on one of these shipping containers, we do get to see the letters MIRA. Now, this could be a little hint and nod towards the first publishers who did release the first TMNT comic books, and also did help make the 2003 TMNT show, and that was Mirage Studios or Mirage Publishing. Now, I must admit, this is pretty cool to see them hinting and nodding towards that kind of thing. It would be cool to see if they do a little hint and nod towards IW, but either way, this is pretty cool and really great to see them, more or less acknowledging Mirage Studios, so yeah. So in the next show, we do get to see the Turtles. They climb on top of this shipping container type area, and do get to see them doing the same pose as the first TMNT comic book before they're attacked by Agent Bishop. I must admit, this is pretty cool to see them doing this, and it would be kind of cool to see them do a lot more iconic poses, but again, I feel like it might be a bit more wishful thinking, but either way, it's still pretty cool to see them acknowledging this. Now, this same pose was actually done in the 2012 theme song as well, so I'm wondering maybe this could be part of the theme song or something along those kind of lines, but either way, it's pretty cool to see them doing it here like this. So in one of the next scenes, we do get to see a split screen showing off all the Turtles doing a variety of different things. Now we do get to see Johnny. He's been more or less lent out of a train, getting his shell scraped along the wall. Now this is reminding me a lot of the episode from the 80s show, from the episode I think it's called something along the lines of Teenagers from Dimension X. We do get to see neutrinos come in, and they are fighting the Turtles in the air with their flying cars, and do get to see them scraping onto her shell across the buildings. And while I don't think that scene has anything to do with this episode overall, it does remind me a lot of that, and I thought it might be worth to point out, so yeah. So in one of the next scenes, we do get to see Pigeon Pete. He shows up in the same scene where Mikey is going to be fighting one of the Mechazoids from the last trailer. And I must admit, it's pretty cool to see Pigeon Pete here. Now, if you don't know, Pigeon Pete is also going to be having a toy, and we do get to see a few other toys, or mutants I should say, in that picture. Now, some of the other characters in that picture, we do got Golden Thing, Mustang Sally, Lee the Eel. Now, these all characters will be appearing alongside Pigeon Pete throughout the show, so I do think that's pretty cool. Now, also one thing which I do want to say is that, how the hell is Pigeon Pete the one that gets so many different versions of his character compared to other mutants which maybe have more of a fan base? I mean, Pigeon Pete's had the 2012 version, the IW version, the Timothy vs Street Fighter version, and now this. How is he the one that gets so many versions? Either way, moving on. So the next thing, we do get to see our first look at Bishop, and this character will be played by Elena Ubanch, and you might have seen him most recently in a TED TV show, and she has been in quite a few other things, but I don't think many people might have seen her in all too much. But either way, Pamela did give a little description about her as well, saying that she is a brilliant inventor who believes mutants are of greatest danger to humanity, and all of them, including the turtles, must be eliminated. So, I mean, it must admit, overall, it does sound pretty interesting. But compared to the other versions, where Bishop was part of the EPF and government, stuff like that, it does seem that this version, this time around, won't be part of any sort of government or anything along those kind of lines, which is kind of disappointing because, Bishop's whole thing was just being part of the government and trying to kill people and stuff like that, so it does feel like a lot of stuff is being removed from the character, but either way, this does seem pretty cool to see nonetheless. Now, in the scene where Bishop does save Megazord's attack, we do get to see one of the Megazords coming after the Turtles, with number 3. Now, this one was actually the one which Mikey took down with school, and just looked like this one had a little bit of damage with, I believe that's, I'm not too sure what to really say about it. I think that might be some underwear on it, which, yeah, that's definitely something I want to say at the very least. So over the course of the next few scenes, we do get to see Megazords attacking the Turtles. Now, one thing which is actually pretty interesting and noteworthy to point out here, we do get to see each of the Turtles fighting one of the Megazords, and each of them have a number on them. Now, Leonardo's going to be going up to the first one, Raphael's going to be going up against the second one, Michael's going to be going up against the third one in the school, and we do get to see Johnny taking out the fourth one, but a little bit more on that one later. So later in the trailer, we do get to see a bird thing on a hologram, and I'm somewhat wondering if this character could be A-Stuck maybe. I doubt it, but either way, that's a little bit there to point out as well. And that's pretty much it for the trailer. However, there was a few other things which I do think is noteworthy to point out in terms of the story and the plot of where things could be going. Okay, so with the Megazord thing, which I did say earlier, with a little bit of interesting things to be happening in the show. So with Donnie's one, he's going to be against the fourth one, and we do get to see in the trailer, this one's going to be leading the herd of all the Megazords in the streets, going against all the humans and mutants, stuff like that, throughout the show, which I do think is pretty cool. However, we do take a look at the figure next to this fourth Megazord thing, we do get to see Metalhead. Now, the reason why I do bring this up, and I do think it's actually pretty noteworthy to point out, is because this version Metalhead does have the same build as the Megazord thing, and I do believe Adonai is probably taken control of one of the Megazords and has turned him into Metalhead, which, yep, that seems like a Donnie thing kind of thing to do. So I am wondering if his version, his robot could be the one that gets turned into Metalhead, but I don't know when this will be taking place throughout the show. I don't know if this will be taking place near the end of the show, some point throughout his episode, or something along those kind of lines, but yeah, I thought it's something we should point out because, yeah, it could be happening in the show. But, yeah, that's pretty much all the details I would find throughout this trailer. Let me know in the comment section below if I did miss any out. I'm pretty sure I may have missed one or two, but I don't think I did. But, yeah, let me know in the comment section below what do you think about this trailer. Do you like it? Do you not? I must admit, this trailer has got me a lot more excited and hyped up for the show because before with the other trailers, it was along the lines of I'll watch it, but I must admit, watching this trailer quite a few times for this video, I have got a lot more excited, and seeing Bishop, oh boy, I can't wait, and but yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about all that, and yeah, that's it for today guys. If you listen, please share, let's grab all stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.